President of Council Dan Jeff Peters.
Yes.
Surprise to you, or was it pretty much known by you that you were going to be nominated and elected?
Well, a little bit of surprise.
Okay.
I had a feeling that I may have been nominated, but there was other surprises also.
And so what kind of changes are we going to see with Jeff Peters as President of Council?
Well, it's my intention to certainly move forward in an open and transparent manner. That's not how we did it before, but I think it's very important to me. And move forward with the city's business. I think it's no secret that we want to put what has transpired over the last month or so behind us. And move forward.
Okay. So you would not have got a. Do you have a question about it? If you would start January 1st. I think what threw me off was
going to proceed in the future. And I think you're directing your comment to what my question would have been. Where do we go from here?
Well, we certainly want to address, how we got to where we were before, and we're going to address the attorney-client privilege aspect of it, of legal opinions. We want to be more open and transparent with that. We'd like to know log who asked the opinion, why the opinion was asked, and move forward with that. Now, the law director will give us his opinion under attorney-client privilege, as I believe he feels that is his right and the best way to go about it. It's now understood that we can let that open for public consumption anytime we want, and I think you're going to see a more open. You are going to see a more open process.
In other words, if this law were in effect at the time the law director gave his opinion, you would have made that readily available
Immediately.
Yes.
Okay.
Immediately. We've admitted our mistakes on that, and that's not going to happen again.
I think I stated
I might have missed something there.
Yes, sir.
The previous situation. Why wasn't the opinion released earlier? Was it because council was telling the law director that they didn't want it out there and the council was invoking the attorney-client privilege? Or was it the request of the law director that council not agree to it being released? Which was it?
No, the law director didn't give me any, I can only speak for myself, and I had every intention of coming off the medical benefits. I know I had some open enrollment issues that I had to address. I wasn't aware of the letter that was given to Dave and Doug. That would have solved a lot of issues. But no, moving forward, let's put it this way, every legal opinion that's asked for, it will be logged who asked it, why they asked it, and that legal opinion will be released for public consumption, unless it has something to do with collective bargaining, if something's going to go to arbitration or something along that line.
So, from what you're saying, I'm assuming that the gist of your executive session was the law director and the document that he claimed attorney-client privilege with.
Oh, it was
safe.
Well, I mean, that was a small part of it. It was a wide-ranging conversation, and it was all about the steps that we can take moving forward to gain the respect and trust of the public again. Period. I mean, that's our main focus, and to get busy with the city's business. We've spent too much time on this. It is of our doing. I will not deny that one bit. And I think anybody that knows me will attest to that. If I make a mistake, I'm going to own up to it. If I'm a knucklehead, I'll own up to it. I'm not going to. You're not going to hear political speak from me.
So
not from this chair.
Has there been any discussion? People in the media are getting reports that one of the questions being mulled over, either by individual council persons or perhaps in executive session, is whether or not the law director is going to continue to be the law director of North Canton.
No, he's going to be our law director moving forward.
Okay, so but has that been a question among council persons?
Well, I mean, we've had, we aired our concerns, we aired our concerns, and you know what I took out of the conversation is that we, you know, if we put steps in place moving forward, we can make this work.
Let me go back to the question that, in all due respect, I don't think that you answered. On the opinion that's been a point of controversy, who owns the reason why it was delayed so long in not being released? Is it the law director or is it council?
I think council owns that.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, it's he was doing his job. He gave us an opinion. He put it under attorney-client privilege. Like I said, I can only speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure the rest of them, we all had intentions of getting off of the insurance.
Okay.
You know, it's just we had our own.
Now, did every council person get a copy of that opinion?
I don't know. I didn't.
Did you get one?
I didn't ask for it. No.
You never got it.
I don't know if I did. I don't know if he handed it to us. I don't know.
Was it passed? We had heard that it was passed.
It may have been.
And then returned.
It may have been. Yeah. It may have just been, you know, a verbal conversation.
Do you know when that happened?
Martin, I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Okay. So you're optimistic that North Canton Council's over its problems, that the only consequence is going to be now that Councilman Snyder stepped down as president, and that's going to be the end of the consequences?
Well, I think so for now. You know, I mean, our main focus right now is moving forward. You know, it has to be. You know, I'm not going to, you know, I don't want to get caught up in any of the peripheral stuff anymore. We need to get forward with the city's business.
As I see this as on a political level and on a legal level. So, but tonight was addressing it on the legal level, or just generally. I'm a little bit confused.
Expectations. You know, I think again, I think council has been deficient in laying out our expectations, you know, of the law director and what we expect, and you know, we're owning that. You know, we're absolutely owning that, and we're going to take every step and measure moving forward to fix it.
Has there been any discussion about the law director's relationship with the general public and the public records accessibility and ease of getting public records?
Yes. Yes.
And what was the outcome of that discussion?
Well, you know, we're still ongoing. There are some legal opinions that were thrown about that I think we all need to look at. You know, we didn't come to a conclusion on certain things. I know there's been some stories going around that folks have come up to City Hall and asked for a copy of the charter, and it hasn't been given to them because it hasn't been approved by the law director. That is going to change. You know, codified ordinances. You know,
how's it going to change?
Well, it's immediately going to be released. I mean,
okay.
now other things that require maybe redaction or whatever. I mean, we'll certainly look at that.
Who's going to make the decision going forward? Law director or somebody else?
As far as
public records, the ability to get public records.
Well, we are. I mean, we're going to set a policy.
Okay.
We are going to have a written policy.
Okay.
That's one of the things that we discussed.
So whenever a request is made, whoever it's made to will look at the policy, and that will be the determining criteria of whether or not the record's released. Is that correct?
Correct. It'll be a policy that everyone is aware of and has easy access to.